Ayodele reviews what God told him about FCC Minister Wike. In a video shared on Tuesday, November 18, 2025, Primate Ayodele issued a fresh warning to the Federal Capital Territory Minister Wike, urging him to exercise caution amid rising political tensions. According to Ayodele, the message was divinely inspired, intended to guide the minister during a particularly sensitive period in the FCT. He clearly cautioned that Wike should strengthen its security measures, noting that certain elements within the military may be displeased with its management of affairs in Abuja. Somebody is doing something bad. They are telling him to increase his security measures. Say some certain elements within the military may be displeased with its management of affairs in Abuja. He stressed that this is not a time for complacency, advising the minister to remain vigilant and deliberate in his movement. Maybe it's because of what he did that you are telling him to strengthen his security measures. This man. Ayodele also encouraged Wike to adopt a calmer approach to political administration. No, he should not adopt a calmer approach. He should be doing gra-gra all the time. He warned that the minister's assertive and confrontational style could provoke resistance from powerful stakeholders, making patience, diplomacy, and strategic caution essential for effective leadership in the FCT. The prophet further indicated that the coming months will challenge the stability of various government institutions, urging Wike to avoid unnecessary controversies. He clarified that the warning was meant as guidance, not fear, to help the minister navigate potential pitfalls. Mr. Warning, always warning. Ayodele concluded by emphasizing the need for leaders to remain spiritually aware and alert, highlighting that Nigeria is entering a period requiring wisdom, restraint, and responsibility from those in position of authority. Asoba says it's time for government to warn this man about his fake, senseless, and useless prophecy. They will not warn him more because they like the lie that he's telling them. Before he will tear this country apart, these populist bandits, religious scammers have never prophesied or anything good about this country. They have never seen or provided any solution to the buying of their gullible followers and other Nigerians by terrorists, but they kept telling Nigerians on a daily basis, God says about politics. Let this man stop deceiving people. He's deceiving his church members, not be me they deceive. He's not deceiving me. Francis Adu said, nobody begged you to caution Wike. His cup is already full as the self-acclaimed emperor of Nigeria. Afemi, never up akoko she to fite. Meaning nobody like me, were the actions of the old king which led to his downfall. Wike is definitely going to be his own downfall. The way he's going, Obiesie says, prophet of doom. Truth says, is this prophecy not commonsensical in line with Terima? Second verse, Jare. Kechuku says, I can tell you for sure that God never told you anything about Wike. Stop using the name of God in vain. You call yourself a prophet and you never know God. I'd given you the last warning to stop discussing political matters. Wait for God's words next. The man, he's just a liar. At AY says, trash. Afonso says, God didn't tell you anything. Exactly. God didn't tell you anything. Abdulwahid Tosho says, Pastor. Why can't you leave Wike alone? Mercy after death. God already finished career of him, politically, socially, and humanitarian. Life of vanity upon vanity. All is vanity. Rubbish. At Montana says, truly FCC minister needs to be careful with the military because police and SSS will not save him if the military decides to strike. What do they want to strike for? At John Oma says, God did not tell you anything. Political prophet, don't mind him. Olayinka Richard says, God did not tell you anything. Go and rest. And face your congregations, I beg. The Brick says, my Mr. Prophet, is this a word of advice from you? Or prophecy? It's a word of advice, or it's a warning. If you are warning me, it doesn't necessarily mean that you saw something divine or anything. It's just what you think because of what happened. That's why you are advising him like that. Okay, Chico says this thief is a madman, prophet of APC. First lady says this man says, you know they tire. Every day prophet warning. I want to warn this one. Aaron Akobodo says, God didn't tell this clown anything. Of course, we know he didn't tell him. Deborah, okay, Amako says, every time God told me, with this kind of hatred of evils, This your God must be a Yoruba Ogun God. Ayodele says this man don't use God name to tell lies. Okay, Ezekiel Yanda says which day Wike get problem with military here. So now PDP again. This man, now you get Nigeria. They fear for you. It is well. Ile Bobby said, shut up. God did not tell you anything. Did you see any move that Wike and his allies will be expelled? Just sit down. Then Kirby says, those whom have ears, let them hear. God bless you, sir. It's in God here. Guy Macaulay says, God told you to shut up, that you have been lying in his name for too long, and that it's time to strike you dead. Emily Okoli says, no, what he did in River State and went free. This house, Abuja, let's see who run. Okay? Everybody says, stop mentioning God's name in nonsense talk. And now he says, which kind of thing be this one? This man, they make me shame, like, seriously. Amolada says, greater percentage of Nigerians are angry with Wike's style of governance. I'm telling you. Romano says, this fake prophet of Baal, which of God told you, you fake prophet? Enough of this your nonsense prophecy. Go and rest on your house. Samson says, fake prophet with guesswork all the time. Oh, yes, so he's always guessing. Atoluwashun says, this is just an advice. Exactly, it's an advice. It's not God that told him to go and tell Wike. If I says, God is not telling you anything, you are the one talking. Pastor Mike says, where did you see God? It's only the Spirit of God that talks to men. Bible said, and I quote, no one has seen God except his only begotten Son. Even Moses, who was very much close to God, was not able to see God. He told Moses, you cannot see my face, and it's written, if a man sees God directly, he buys. So where did you see God? If you have seen an angel, that does not mean you have seen God. Stop using the name of God for a political arrangement. Don't mind the man. As Felix says, Nigeria should employ you as prophetical pastor minister. It is APC that should employ him now, because it's obviously looking for a job in APC. At Nneka says, Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Uchenna says, this is never from God now. If say they teach history in primary school as of today, a primary 1 pupils can predict this. Joseph Odufo says, a prophet of doom and calamity always takes the side of bad politicians, and God will punish you. At Godwin says, is this what God told you, or you are advising him on your own? From what I understand from your words and normal words of advice that can be given to anyone, please, God didn't give you any message for Wike. We should just leave the man. He's always lying. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.